It's been a while.
It's been a while. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Quincy Johnson II. How's everybody? Welcome to the first annual Unpopular Opinion Backyard Festivities, everybody. That's what it's called, I believe. If you're over there getting food, continue doing your thing, but it's really shady and nice over here if you guys want to come check out the early show. My name is Kevin Anderson. Some of you know me as the host of the later show's boyfriend. That's probably about it. I'm occasionally on Unpopular Demand shows debating pop culture with people that are 10 years older than me, so I get called millennial a lot. It's great. Yeah, you guys are all on their side. I get it. It's okay. When you go against Adam and Jeff, it's a lot of people going, who's this other fucking guy? I barely know him. But hey, I'm hosting this thing. Thank you all for being here very much. This is very cool. We got a bunch of funny comics for you, and then we're going to have some music and then some more comedy. So, get food, get drunk, have a good time, right? Does that sound like something we can do? Yeah! Cool. I'm going to do a few silly things here. Oh, great, and Jeff May's right up front, so I can't wait to... This is like the jester trying to make the aggro king laugh. The aggro king of Boston, everybody, Jeff May, guest of honor. I like how you existing got more laughs than anything that I've said so far. It's perfect. Like I said, I do have a girlfriend. We've been together for about a year and a half now. Thank you. We've been living together for about 4, 6, 7 months now. Almost got it. 7 months. And I realized that we're at that stage finally where we're really comfortable in our relationship. And most people say when they're comfortable in a relationship, what's the thing they throw out as an example? What are you comfortable doing in front of your significant other? I heard farting and some crazy bullshit Quincy said. I'm not sure. Farting is usually what people will say. And I was like you guys for a long time. I thought farting was the barometer of like a comfortable relationship. A couple weeks ago I learned there's actually a step below that where you think that all you did was fart in front of your girlfriend. Oh, don't worry, I'll explain. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. We're both laying in bed playing with our phones because we work from home. Haha, take that, coal miners. And she farted at me, and it was at me, like it wasn't just a fart, like I felt some venom behind it, like it was a rap battle, so I had to come back with the fire, you know what I mean? But it wasn't really in my being to fart in that moment, like it didn't organically happen, but I wasn't about to get bodied, so I decided to muster up some kind of semblance of something and let loose with a torrent of flatulence. And I will say that I ethered her. If anybody knows the lingo of rap battles, I definitely won the rap battle. Until about 45 minutes later when I went to go take a shower and I realized I shit all over her gym shorts. It's important to point out 2 things right now. One, I was wearing her gym shorts. I didn't just shit on her inside somehow. That'd be weird. Also, this was like a grown-up man's shit. This wasn't like a baby where the shit was coming up my back or anything like that. It was like if you took a spoonful of chili and threw it in a wood chipper, it's kind of just shot out. Very visceral description of my shit. Thank you guys very much. And I felt really bad about it, obviously. Felt really bad all day. I kept it inside, very ashamed, until later on that evening when a friend of ours is over and he's drinking whiskey and he's opening up to us about all the things he's hidden from his girlfriend and how he feels bad about it, like drugs he's taken, places he's been when he said he was somewhere else, all that stuff. And I decided, well, I could definitely be the better boyfriend right now. Let's open up a little bit. I said, hey, babe, remember how I was really eager to do laundry this morning? You know I'd never lie to you, right? Yeah, I pooped in your clothes. And she got really quiet. I was like, I didn't need to say that. That wasn't worth it at all. And then she goes, you remember how 2 weeks ago you begged me not to eat that egg salad sandwich from 7-Eleven? And I got really mad at you when you stopped at all those yellow lights on the way home? Yeah, I also shit myself. And then I got really quiet. I was like, oh my God. I guess now's as good as ever. Just go ahead and propose. Oh God. That's the one joke I wish were true. Like, because comedy is a series of lies, but I wish that was true. I wish that was how I proposed. It'd be great. I didn't propose her, but I have no plans to break up with her unless she continues trying to snuggle me in 90-degree heat. Then we'll see how it goes. You get it. The king clapped, guys. It's okay. I'm not off with his head. Not today, sir. Not today. I'll tell you guys one more quick story before I bring up your first comic. I don't smoke weed anymore. That was so adorable, Yeah, usually I get a lot of boos from that. People are like, boo, why don't you do the drug I like? It happens a lot. And to them I say, I still do other drugs that are harder to get. Like, come on. Like, your medical marijuana card is my blank prescription pad, you know what I mean? I party is what I'm saying. But case of the reason I don't... Some of you also party. Nice, I like that. One of the reasons I don't smoke weed anymore is I can't really function in public. Like, this would be a whole mess of stuff if I was high right now. Like, you guys would dislike me even more than you already do. Like, case in point, I went on a road trip a few years ago with my roommate, and we decided we were going to go on a 6-hour drive up to Sacramento, California, and get really stoned beforehand. And we did, and we got really stoned. We go into our local Arco to get a bunch of snacks and gas for the road trip. Fucking hyped, right? You know that feeling when you're starting a road trip, and you're like, we're going to get our Red Bulls, we're going to get our Funyuns, fucking road trip. Woo, let's do this shit. Get in there, get all our snacks. 40 at number 3 shop, keep road trip. Woo, super hyped, right? Wheel out of that thing on 3 wheels, get to the freeway entrance, do a U-turn, and go back. Because at no point in that story did I pump my own gas. I just gave him $40 and drove off like an asshole. I'm sure we've all done walks of shame here. I put it to you, when you're a kid who looks like me, who lives in East LA, and you forgot to get the gas you paid for, that is the worst walk of shame you could ever go down. And just stumble in there and be like, hi, excuse me, I was just here, I gave you money, I forgot to get my gas, and my dad's not here, can you help me? He helped me. I got my gas. It was all right. We went on that road trip, very stoned. Like I said, 6-hour road trip. 4 hours of that road trip was spent trying to remember the name of the film Chronicle. That was fun. What's that movie where the white kid blows up spiders with his brain? Don't look at your phone! We played hardcore. It was really fun. Finally, we get there, like I said, 6 hours. We get to our destination, which is actually a campsite up in the Sierra Nevada mountains that his cousin's already been at for a few days. So we're like, this is great. We can just waltz right in there. We don't have to do anything. Just drive in, keep partying. This is going to be great. Except we get to the campsite, and there's a bunch of tents and cars, but no people. And I look at my roommate, and they say, well, we've been driving for 6 hours together, so we're done talking. We have to find everybody else. I give them a call on the old cell phone. Turns out they already took mushrooms and wandered off into the woods. You know who's not great at giving foot directions? Somebody just took mushrooms and wandered off into the woods. I know this because this is the directions he gave us, verbatim. Oh shit, you guys were coming today. Alright, fuck. You see where my car's headlights are pointing? Go that way for like 300 yards. You're gonna get to the edge of a lake. There's this raft. You can raft across. That's what we did. Oh, we took the raft. Fuck. Okay. Just go around the lake all the way until you're adjacent to where you started. It's like 45 extra minutes, but you got time. You're on drugs too, right? And then you're gonna get to the point where the beach meets the tree line right there, and you're gonna see my high school guidance counselor with the body of a centaur. He's going to tell you to believe in yourself, and you'll take a left. And then you go about 30 paces into the woods before you see a stump that kind of looks like a ha, 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 and we never found him. So, that's been it for me, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. We got a great early show for you guys coming up here. Some of my favorite comedians in LA. The first comic coming up, he is the co-host of the Buster's Social Variety Show in Highland Park. Please put your hands together for the very funny Adam Levin. It's outdoor comedy in daytime. Everybody, it's perfect because you can't tell the flop sweat from the sweat. So we're all on the same team. I'm divorced, so premise established. I got divorced because my now ex-wife told me on our honeymoon that she intended to be polyamorous, which is maybe something you want to disclose before the wedding. What I didn't know is that we already were polyamorous. I was the last one to find out on that score. She left me in a text message, which just like IWNBRB forever, and then a bitmoji of her playing a pan flute made of dicks, which I thought was thoughtful. We were married for 5 months, which is kind of the perfect length for a marriage because it's long enough that you don't have to give the gifts back, but short and pathetic enough that nobody expects a thank you note. Perfect man's marriage term. But it didn't work out the way that she thought it was because she had a great pitch. She said, you're going to get me an apartment where I'm going to fuck other guys, and you could still be my boyfriend and pay for everything. And I said, that's called you're single and moving back to Turlock.
which makes Modesto look like Paris in the springtime. Yeah, divorce is expensive though. Like, I did not realize this. This is like, oh, you've worked hard and you've saved a little bit of money. Forget about that, because when you go to buy yourself like a divorce gift to make yourself feel happy afterward, you want to like get yourself an iPad mini to feel whole again. Problem is, you have to get your divorce attorney 8,000 iPad minis. So you may not have the funds. Yeah, my ex-wife was super crazy. Like, I hired Amber Heard's divorce attorney, and my wife out-crazied Mordecai. Like, she threatened to kill my divorce attorney, and so the woman who had been dealing with Johnny Depp was like, this is too much, I'm tapping out. True story. What else? So, obviously, things are going well in my life, and it's because I've made a lot of bad decisions, and I started early. I started at 17 years old. I went to UC Santa Cruz, which is a school where, when I went there, you could take every class pass-fail, which is maybe not a decision you should let a 17-year-old make. Like, if you still are listening to Sublime earnestly, maybe don't make a decision that will keep you from going to grad school and limit your earning potential. I'm just saying, people make fun of me like, oh, you went to UC Santa Cruz, you take a class on the Grateful Dead? No, motherfucker, I took 3 classes on the Grateful Dead. They have a very aggressive major in chillness, and I excelled. So, let's see what else. There's this place by my office, and I'm all for small businesses. I run a small business. I like to support entrepreneurs. But this is a bridge too far. This place is called Just Food for Dogs. This is a gourmet dog food restaurant. Guess what? Your Maltipoo does not need a macrobiotic diet. Your Labradoodle does not need hand-leafed kale. I have a very fancy dog. This dog will eat hot shit out of another dog's asshole like it's a lamb and rice soft serve, okay? You do not need gourmet dog food. So, okay, I'll finish on this. A lot of people don't know this, but you can get cash back on an ATM purchase at 7-Eleven, but only in one denomination, and that is 2 gently moistened $5 bills. You know what, I'll leave on that. I'm Adam Levin. Thanks for watching.
It's a finicky stand, everybody. Adam Levin, give it a Just Food for Dogs, that is definitely a place that exists out here where it's great. It's like, that should be on the LA seal. It's just like, it's like LA, where white people's dogs eat better than most of Skid Row. That's great. Oh, I'm the problem. You're right. Guys, this next comic on the stage, she was just on Listcast out there. If you guys are fans of Listcast, she's very funny. She runs a show here called Show House Show. It's a backyard show much like this. If you're in the area, go check it out. Please put your hands together for Jenn Scott, everybody!
Like my best friends, which is so cool. I fucking love it. It's so rad. Guys, I know that everything is kind of tough right now, and I'm glad we can all gather in this backyard and just like laugh and eat fucking barbecue food. It's awesome. So, on that note, I'm not having nervous breakdowns anymore. Woo. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. I'm only having confident ones. Get on board. Nobody knows what they're doing. Just fucking know that you don't either, confidently. It's great. What a world. But, I mean, all we really have is judgment, right? And trying to understand based on that judgment. So, like, then that's pretty much just assuming we know everything, right? So when people look at me, I understand that they assume because I have blue hair and one tattoo that I either do cosplay or am a suicide girl. Which, neither. I don't have a sewing machine and all I do is this shit. I do think, though, that both of those things could be worse assumptions. Like, there could be a lot worse things I could be labeled as. But I do think that both of those things seem really great, but then when you look at them are kind of like, wait, what? Because, I mean, suicide girls are, what, celebrating alternative attractive women, right? Right? But be sexy about it. And kill yourself? Like, is the name of the group? I don't know. Thanks, MySpace. I mean, they're still around, though, and I just think I want to make a better name for the same group, because I do like the idea of tattooed hot bitches, like, gathering for something. Maybe just not like the internet's form of pinup calendars. I don't know. So I think I want to change the name of the group to be, I don't know, like, trying our best to stay living ladies. Or like, the fuck yeah life ladies. But both groups do kind of sound like we just need helmets all the time. And then we're just like one played against sports trip away from being a roller derby league. Nobody needs more of that. You guys ever met someone who went to a roller rink once and got hurt and now is like, I do roller derby? I haven't either, I just imagined them. But no, and like, cosplay's cool, right? Like, nobody wants to be themselves. You want to be, like, pretend whatever the fuck you want to be. Awesome. But, if we're gonna be honest, I do think that the fact that there's like a Comic-Con every week really just illustrates that they are secret orgies afterwards. And we all know what you guys are fucking doing. But bravo, because like I know a lot of really attractive like model women that are friends of mine who have found a way to fuck nerds without talking about their feelings. So, good job there. That's a win-win. But I do think cosplay in general is a little bit men getting to fuck just everything they like. Like, it's not enough to be a woman. It's like, but why are you not a video game? Be a video game for me and my genitals. Will you vibrate like my PS4? Sew something. Meet me at an event that you sewed that thing. Be a video game for me and my genitals. But I have a lot of people, in fact, yesterday I was at the DMV standing in line and a guy came up behind me and was like, are you going to Anime Expo? Within 3 seconds of being alone. And it's just a constant thing where guys tell me, oh, you should really cosplay whatever anime I watch that I want to jerk off to thinking it's you later. And I'm not gonna do that. Why would I fulfill your dreams of pretending when the first time I'm gonna cosplay is for sure gonna be a spaghetti? So hot and saucy, you guys. Like all fucking noodles. From your favorite video game, eating dinner. And like, if it's not enough, please just imagine for me all these like X-Men-ass latex bitches at Comic-Con and me just being like, I'm pasta bitch! Live your truth. Guys, I used to think I was like a morally good person and like very open-minded and very understanding and just like non-judgmental. And then I fell in love with a man whose best friend is a hot Asian girl. And guys, turns out I don't trust anybody. And whoopsies was really sexist and racist about it. So cute. And like, it's not fair because she's a great person. I like want to trust her. Like, we burned his ex-girlfriend's letter that she sent him together. It was beautiful. But like, we're friends. But I just know that she's better than me just like based on clicks, you know? No? You guys aren't porno programmed? You don't open, is yours just Russians for some reason? Fucking everyone shies away with the fact that all you see on the internet is Asian bitches taking their clothes off. Like, in every sidebar. That's okay, though. I'll leave you guys with this. I don't care who you are, what you're doing, where you're going in life. If you wear white pants, I hope you get your period. Thank you guys so much!
Scott, everybody, give it up for Jenn Scott. What a crazy person. I love Jen, she's great. This next guy you might know from The Grill earlier. If you're eating right now, you better laugh at his jokes right now, because you don't have to. Just be your own person. I'm sorry. I didn't like that. I didn't like anything about that. He's also he's been on Fightcast recently, and he runs a great show in Tarzana at the venue formerly known as Paladinos. Then Bar Rescue came and made it worse, and now it's Theory. It's Castle Wolfenshire, and the comic's name is the man playing Nadav Fleisher.
Who likes social media? I really like Facebook because I get to keep in touch with old friends I haven't seen in a while. There was one guy who posted this status. I haven't seen this guy since high school. It said, "Everyone, I've been clean and sober for 9 months." And I was like, oh yeah, man, congrats. It goes on to say, "Living, loving, learning the white way." And I thought that was a strange addendum. So I investigated. His main picture was him Highly, so it didn't take long to investigate. Yeah, this guy's a neo-Nazi. In 9th grade, I hung out with him and 2 other Jewish kids, and we called ourselves the Jew Crew, and this guy's a fucking Nazi. I just went on his profile. All of his statuses were about positivity, working hard, finding God, and also the white nation. Like, this guy went to prison, and he gave up drugs, and he picked up racism. And like, I kind of wish he stayed a junkie. You know? Like, I'd rather he abuse black tar than black people. I'd rather he drink booze, not attack Jews. I'd rather he smoke angel dust and not Koreans' mistrust. Speaking of all that, I would like you all to know something about me. I'm a very, very sweet boy. See? That was not always the case, though. I used to be a crime boy. I would commit crimes, and it turns out being a grill master at the Unpopular Opinions Backyard Barbecue and Show is one of the few jobs you can get as an ex-con. Thank you, Adam Brown. Yeah, I used to commit a lot of crimes and stuff with my friends in high school. And here's the thing you gotta know about Crime Nadav, that's what they called me back then. Is that Crime Nadav was constantly fucked up and inebriated and everything seemed like a good idea. So when my friends were like, hey, go throw a wrench through that cop car's windshield, I did that shit. And I am not sorry, but I do regret it. So I do that. And then I run from the police, and then I get into my friend's garage, the ones who dared me, and the cops knew exactly where I went because my friends were mid-level drug dealers and they kept tabs on us. But the thing is, there was this attic-like crawl space that is kind of hidden, no obvious way to get up there. Got in there, started hiding, and was perfectly still and quiet while these armed men in uniform were right under me looking for me, and I never felt more in touch with my cultural Jewish heritage. It was a second bar mitzvah. I'm a double man. But they did get me later, and I went where crime boys go, juvenile hall. I got a couple pieces of advice from a jailer who took a liking to me. First piece of advice: no matter what anyone says to you, no matter what words they utter at you, do not attack them. Second piece of advice: if they lay hands on you in an aggressive way, fight back, because you're both getting in trouble anyways, and you may as well not look like a BR. I had a vowel to that every time I tell that joke. Advice he did not give me that I wish he gave me is that when a guy gets next to you in the urinal and goes, "Hey, you got a little dick," you should ignore him, and what I did was say, "It's a grower!" That guy wanted to fuck me. I gave him the wrong idea. I think I led him on. That's exactly what he wanted to hear. He didn't know that. So, thankfully nothing too bad happens. Like, one time, he wouldn't leave me alone for a bit, and then it culminated with him sitting next to me, and he put his hand on my knee. Like, not even my thigh, on my knee. It wasn't prison rape, it was like prison office place sexual harassment. It was an HR complaint. I did get, I'll never forget my first cellmate. I decided to flex on him a little bit, and we had that "what are you in here for" conversation, and I was like, "Oh, you know, vandalized a cop car, no big deal, it's Tuesday." And he's like, "Oh, I'm here for attempted murder." I was like, "Oh, fuck." And he was like, "No, it's not like that. I try to kill the guy who abused my sister." And I was like, "Oh, hey, while I'm here, could I be your sister?" I'm a sweet boy now, though. I let that all go. Alright. So, I went to the water zoo recently. That's just like a quirky thing I like to call aquariums, because I'm also a manic pixie dream boy. What am I doing? I got to the shallow pool where you can pet sharks. It was super packed. People were shoulder to shoulder all around it. So I just camped out for a minute. Someone left. I squeezed in, pet some sharks. Then this guy, he moves his kid away from me and gets between us, which I get it. Protective dad, I'm a stranger, alright. But then he made it weird. He looks at me and goes, "Hey, you're a little close to my daughter. Like, I know it's probably innocent, but you get it, right?" What? Fuck you, dude. I'm petting sharks. I think it's times more interesting than your kid, who's not even hot. There was a stingray jumping out of the water, splashing people. I called it ravioli because it looked like one. It was very charming. In that moment, I am 1,000% focused on that. In that moment, her dad was focused more on fucking her than I was. And what makes it better is that I don't like kids very much at all. Like, I hate kids. I wouldn't fuck a kid if it was begging for it. Because I'm a hero. I like telling that joke because it's either laughter is the reaction or and it's like, what do you disapprove of? How much I don't want to fuck it? Because it's like, I can work on that, but it's just an uphill battle. You guys know Mortal Kombat?
Yeah!
But yeah. You know in the first game there's fatalities where you brutally murder your opponent. Mortal Kombat 2, they introduced animalities. You turn into a giant animal, brutally murder your opponent. Mortal Kombat 3, they take the next logical step and do babalities, where you turn your opponent into a baby, and then you leave, which was a weird way to find out my dad was a Mortal Kombat character. Like the high score in my game has always been DAD, and I can't win. Thanks, everyone. I'm the Southwest.
It's crazy, it's madness. Nadav Fleisher, everybody, give it a big round. I'm very excited to bring up this next comic. He's hilarious. He's been on the Unpops Network a bunch lately. We were on one miscast together. We talked about sequels. It was a good old time. He's got the upcoming podcast, Profiles in Eccentricity. Please give it up for my good friend, the very funny John Fahy, everybody.
I find the mic stand charming. You guys are hating on it.
Guys, I'm not a very big fan of the very famous Marilyn Monroe quote. Are you all familiar with it? It's on all the dating profiles. You know what I'm talking about. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. I don't like that quote. Because I feel like if you're saying it, you're just getting ready to be a huge piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's ever said that quote before committing a random act of kindness. You know? And my main problem with the quote is, I don't think it'd be a quote if it was originally said by anybody else ever, other than Marilyn Monroe. Like, it's not going to be a quote if it's originally said by, like, Ike Turner. You know what I mean? Like, if Ike is beating the holy hell out of some poor lady, and he's going, if you can't handle me at my worst. It's not going to catch on. It's not going to be a quote if it like emanates originally from Hitler's suicide note. You know, he's right. All right, Germany, you fucking freeloaders. You had it good for a while. If you can't handle me at this, you don't deserve me when... It's very hard to say when Hitler was at his best. You know what I mean? You can't pinpoint a specific photograph of the Fuhrer and be like, this is when that dude was killing it. What if they went to the dude in Japan that fucked up at the nuclear plant and set the whole shit into meltdown and set the ocean on fire? And they go to him and they're like, what'd you do? You fucked up! What are you doing? And he's like, bro! You can't handle me at my worst. That's my impression of a Japanese nuclear scientist. What? Back off! I did that joke in Ventura, and this lady starts piping up from the bar, this dingy bar. She goes, hey, why are you running down Hitler? I was like, I'm his granddaughter. This is what she says to me. And I'm like, lady, I got 10 minutes on stage. I don't have time to go into the hows and whys of Hitler being bogus. You know what I mean? Like, where am I going to begin? You know, like, you come into the world, you get told two things. Don't eat your own shit. Hitler wasn't the coolest. Like, I don't have time. And you're his granddaughter, and I can clearly see that Hitlers have not gotten better over time. They haven't improved at all. What the fuck? I got laser surgery on my eyeballs. I got rid of the glasses. That's new for me. Thank you. It's brand new, so like you can't rub your eyes because it fucks up whatever the doctors did. So I have to wear goggles when I go to sleep at night. So when I go down on my girlfriend, it looks like I'm just conducting diabolical experiments. I just look up and... Gotta collect my test tubes and get out of there real quick. My girlfriend has like very long, beautiful hair, and it always gets in my ass. It's forever in my ass. I take shits, hair. She's always with me. You know what I mean? And I feel like she's doing it on purpose, maybe, you know, like just to let her, I'm around even when you're not with me, you know? Like I'm not gonna be able to cheat on her, you know what I mean? You're not gonna get a random girl to blow you if your asshole has a beautiful ponytail. You know? It's not gonna happen. What the fuck is wrong with that? Listen, forget my problems. Never mind my problems, you guys. There's a lot of people fighting for their rights in this country. One group I don't understand the struggle for under the old LGBT umbrella is asexuals. You guys know about asexuals? Yeah. Asexuals are not sexually attracted to anybody. Yeah. So, like, how is that a struggle? You know what I mean? And more than that, how are you going to rile that crew up to fight for their rights? They're like, what do you want? Nothing. Never, man. We don't want to fuck people. Do you understand? Jesus. I don't think you're going to get carried away with a great political fever if you're not even mildly motivated by delicious, juicy genitals. You know? It's like the most motivating thing on earth. If you're anything like me, you wake up every day going, what's the point? And then you're like, oh, there might be a cool vagina later. Tasty ball sack, whatever you're into. I don't know. I feel like fellas gotta stop doing this one thing with their genitals, which is characterizing their erections as raging. That's gotta go. Because I don't know if you know, but men are very famous for like murder and violence and things like that. You know what I mean? If a lady is kind enough to let you goof around inside of her, maybe don't remind her, oh, that penis is full of fury and rage. I'm trying to change it. I tell ladies, I don't have a raging heart on. I've never had a raging heart on. All of my erections are exclusively hopeful and ambitious. Like if it has to be emotional, can you make it be nice? You know? Every boner I've had was written by Barack Obama. It's so uplifting and inspirational. I'm very glad to be here. Thank you, Adam, and thank you, Chet, for having us here. Can we give it up for them? Thank you so much. This is beautiful. I love this very much. I gotta tell you though, I'm not a big fan of being outside. I don't like being outside. Sorry. You know, I'm not shitting on the venue. It's bigger than you. You know what I mean? I don't like all of that. You know, all of that shit. I don't like out. All these Californians like, let's go for a hike. I love the outdoors. I'm like, fuck you. You know? I like inside because this shit in here, 4 walls and a roof. This is brand new shit as far as humanity is concerned. Like, do you know how long it took for us as a species of people to get inside? Most of time. This is brand new shit. And you want to be outside with all the urine and feces of every living creature on the planet? Go for it. I'm going to be inside. Inside is great. Inside you can walk up to this machine on a wall. It's called a thermostat. And you can go up to it and you can play around with that thing and you take it for granted. But what you're doing is you're choosing what kind of inside you want to have. That's amazing. You can't do that outside. Outside you take it on the daily special. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself and die. So you can die of outside. It happens. People are dying this week of outside. Right now, people are dying. They don't call it that. They have other words for it, like exposure. And the elements. And exposure to the elements. But what they're saying is that guy died of outside. That's what they mean. Sometimes what's happening outside is so bad it takes away inside. There's some storm or something and it blows the roof off the place. Now we're all fucking outside again. And all we can do is get down. And down is pretty good, but it's no inside. Inside is very in right now. That's how that began, that phrase. In. It's very in. Inside jokes. The first guy that had a place, he got a bunch of people inside, said fuck you to everybody else. They had a great time and started having jokes and bringing it to these depressed maniacs outside and lording it over them. What's the worst thing that's going to happen inside? You get cabin fever. Imagine telling that to a homeless guy. I got cabin fever. Oh, really? I have an actual fever. It's freezing out here. I love you very much, people. My name's John Fahy. Give it up for Eddie Anderson.
As he plays outside once again to leave you all. Guys, you guys ready for your headliner for the early show? I hope so, because this guy is absolutely hilarious. He recently performed on Riot LA's Comedy Festival. He's also been on Fightcast before, and he's one of my favorite comics in LA. Please give it up for the very funny Ed Greer, everybody!
Can we give it up for all the comics that we saw? That seems precarious. You know what, guys? I didn't know what I wanted to start with until I looked into all of your eyes, and I think I want to start with this. Fuck ghosts. I hate ghosts. Like, ghosts are like an elitist concept. You know what I mean? Like, every time you see ghosts, it's in a rich people area. The 14th floor of the Waldorf Astoria is haunted. The old McGinnicuddy Castle, it dates back to Arthurian times. Look at this shower on my yacht keeps going on and off. This is a nightmare. Where in the fuck are the working class ghosts? Where's Guatemalan fried cook ghosts? Your order is ready. Ooh. You know, where's pimp ghost? Pimps die with a lot of unfinished business. Bitch. Coming up choked. The hair go through her face. My face is cold. I think I got ghost smacked. That is alive. Ugh. There's a lot of stuff I don't like. Like, I mean, I don't want to tap into that part of myself, though. You know what I mean? Because that's a hole. That's where you end up being a fucking white supremacist or alt-right person or fucking like. I really think a lot of Afrocentric shit is going a little bit too far and like saying white people are devils and shit. Because like, even if it's true, that's not going to get us anywhere, right? Let's say it was totally true. Why would you take that tack? That's not the way. You know, but I was thinking about along those lines. In a world where black people won the old war, I think I would make an Afrocentric frozen yogurt place. I call it Froyo. And some people think that's gimmicky and corny and stuff, but dude, you don't understand how militant my flavors are. You don't understand, right? So like October comes around, Peckerwood pumpkin. You know what I mean? I got White Devil's food cake. I got Rocky Road, 2 Equality. You know what I mean? I got these really militant flavors, so you gotta get down with it, buddies. I saw, one thing I wanted to talk about was porn. Yeah. I know every fat person you never want to imagine fucking always wants to talk about themselves masturbating, and it's kind of a real old thing in comedy. It's kind of a real old thing. So don't imagine me jacking out, because that's not what I want you to do. I want you to put yourself in the jack position. You're the jacker, right? And you're trying to get off, and you're in this world, this new world. The fucking porn comments are politicized right now. I saw a dude looking like our host Kevin, and he was fucking a chick, and he was like, "Yeah, boy, get it," you know. And under the thing, it was like, "Look at this libtard cuck. He can't even please his bitch." I'm trying to jack off here. I don't need your politics. I definitely don't need your politics. Who's got a red state dick? That's insane to me. I just feel like, and then I watch porn that intimidates me. Like, I know how white dudes feel. When I see those basketball teams do their whipsy-do with these broads, I feel intimidated too. Their wieners are giant. I mean, even to me, I'm like, wow, I'm medium. But medium's not good enough at all. Like, you see how chicks like, oh, I'm a big wieners, and you're just like, damn, will I never get that? Like, how many techniques? Like, I gotta be like Batman. I gotta, leave, go sit on the shaman steps. Like, 15 days later, all right, fatty, you can come in. And I start learning the mystic arts. I can make chicks come from across the room. Like, wow! Make up for my medium to small wiener. But like, I see these porns, like I saw this porn, it was Jada Fire, and she does like whole, like, she does group scenes enthusiastically, let's just leave it at that. And like, after these scenes, she'll just do jumping jacks and shit and push-ups, like, my pussy can't be beat, you know what I mean? It's like, indestructible. Like, when fucking Tom Hanks was shooting at that tank at Private Ryan, that's like her cooch. You know what I mean? So nothing you do can do anything. But the bottom line is, I saw her on this porn called Jada Fire versus the Machine. And I had the gayest thought I ever had in my life. I was like, who's the Machine? I was super fucking curious, but it wasn't a dude named the Machine. It was like this actual machine. I'm not gonna be all gross in describing it, but there was a piston involved and a dildo, and it twisted and it vibrated. It did all kind of shit your dick can't do. It's like, you're a cool ass dude, bro, but you can't do that. You can't do that, right? And I'm just thinking of this world. Like, I'm a sci-fi nerd. I seen Terminator. The robots gonna rise, and now they got dicks. This is a nightmare. We're gonna have to get robot dicks to compete with their robot dicks. It's like a dick arms race, and we're gonna lose. It's like, and it's gonna, fuck it. Maybe the dicks are perfect. Maybe we get the new dicks. It's gonna be income based. You're gonna have an eye dick. I'm gonna have a Metro PCS dick. And then they're gonna hard in old buildings and stuff. I'll be about to fucking chick, but like, hold on, let me load my minutes. It's fucking terrible, dude. I was thinking about a lot of stuff, man. I wanted to, like, the new Spider-Man's coming out. I like the Spider-Man. He's got a phone, He's so fucking millennial, he's looking at his phone. You're Spider-Man and you're still looking at your phone? I want to kick, dude, have you ever seen an NBA game and you see like the little kids, little rich kids, and they're like fucking around their phone and fucking with iPads at the game? I just wish a ball would just like, just fuck their world up. You know? Like, I don't give a fuck if you like basketball from that point ever again. You learned your lesson, bitch. Pay attention. These great athletes jumping around for your entertainment. Fucking football. I like football, but like my dad was like a kind of a black militant, and he broke down football to me. I can't see it regular. He was like, yeah, you know why football's the American sport? It's surpassed baseball. It's too pastoral. They out in the woods. They're out on the field being gay. Fuck that. Football's for men, and that's what America wants to show how America does its shit. See, football is how America shows you how they do their shit, right? So like, football is the most American sport possible. Shit, football's the only sport where you need 5 fat dudes just to play. Your team got 5 fat dudes, their team got 5 fat dudes. When the fat dudes crash into each other, the pretty niggas throw the ball around. That's football in a nutshell, boy. This is how he talked to me. And fucking, he told me like, oh, and guess what? Football's the only sport where you only get points if you take a sufficient amount of your opponent's land. Think about it. You march your ass all up and through their territory. They even call it territory. They fucking march your ass to their territory. You kick that fucking door open. You take that food. And you say, "Bitch, this is mine!" And you spike the ball in their logo. Dude, somebody told me the Redskins had never won on Thanksgiving. I was like, why would they? What are we talking about? So caustic. I wanted to be nice towards the end. Because, you know, some people can't handle all the fucking, you know what, it's weird. I know what my appeal is. I'm very assimilated, but very militant. You never see that. You never see that. I look like my wife's name should be Aaron. We go golfing and shit. But then I say all this blackity black shit. You're like, God damn. I'm taken aback. Oh, I was thinking about this. I got high the other day, and I watched Friday the 13th. That shit don't make no goddamn sense. Nothing about that whole series makes any sense. Fucking, okay, in the first movie, who's the killer? The mom, right? The mom's the killer because the camp counselors let her 9-year-old kid drown in Camp Crystal Lake, and she was all salty, and she was like, fuck that, I'm gonna kill y'all. You know what I mean? So I get that, I understand that, that's motivated. Who's the killer in the next movie? Jason. How did he go? How did he go from a drowned 9-year-old to an 8'5", 400-pound killing machine? I think we're missing a training montage. I think we're missing a hell of a training montage. He's out in the woods doing stab 90X on trees. He's looking pulling up stumps, singing inspirational 80s songs. I'm the best around. No one's ever going to keep me drowned. Thank you guys very much. I've been there.
The first portion of the show. We're going to take a brief intermission here, go get some beer, go get some food, have a good time. We got Crime Boy on the grill doing his thing. By the way, Chet let me know that he's also shooting footage for Untops and Chet's fastballatchets. If you'd like to be featured, go talk to him. He'll talk to you about all that. Take a brief 15-minute interlude, then we're going to have some music and then more comedy. Fuck yeah, all right? Hey, you guys also want to play with Kevin Anderson. You're awesome.